Hi again, this is Stacy Nicholson from CNR Insurance. Thanks again for joining us on our commercial blog here. Today's topic again is going to be related to auto repair and body shops. And again, I'm going to focus in on a coverage that's really not readily available out in the marketplace. One of the things we've talked about in past blogs is how do you come up with particular limits of coverage to properly insure your business. Well, one of those important coverage limits is the customer car coverage. How do you come up with that value of the cars you're working on at any given day, any given week, and what is that right limit? Well, Erie's kind of taken some of that guesswork away, that problem away from you. The only restriction you have is you have to have at least $120,000 worth of customer car coverage in place. If you have that, and that's kind of what you typically have when you look at the number of cars you work on that are at your place of business on any given day, and it totals up to around 120, we come up with that limit, and now we set an actual loss sustained limit of $120,000. This is how this coverage works. 4 months later, total loss fire overnight, you lose every car that you have on the premises. And typically you have about $120,000 worth of car coverage, but you happen to take that particular day, you had a Mercedes that came in for work. You don't typically work on these kind of cars on a daily basis. You did it for a friend, trying to help him out, did some work, car was still in the garage when it burned down, and guess what? Now your limit of loss is $150,000. This coverage is going to cover you for the $150,000. So you don't have a coverage limit when you have actual loss sustained. The only requirement we have is we have to make sure we are insuring the value. So meaning we have to have a best guess of what value of customer car coverage you have on premises at any given point in time. But if we're off, this is that kind of real conservative coverage that if we're not right on and you have a claim, it's going to protect you in the event that we're off a little bit. So again, an extra coverage that's out there by Erie Insurance that kind of sets them above the industry from a coverage standpoint. Please, if you have any questions about this, please give us a call. Be happy to go over any more questions you might have. And again, thank you again for joining us for our blog today. Have a great day.